Okay, so we are going to look at the influenza epidemic, so 1918, and probably its effect, like how many people got the flu. Effect, effect, effect. Like how many people got the flu. The numbers should be fairly easy to find. Actually, I have some numbers already. Let me see. Okay, from spring 1918 to winter 1919, 25% of Americans, one of every four people, contracted contracted the flu, and about 3% of the people who got the flu died from it. Wow, one-fourth of the population got sick. That's a lot. It must have had a pretty bad effect on the workforce and productivity. Imagine if one-fourth of the people didn't show up for work. Doctors and hospitals must have been overwhelmed. Here's some more interesting numbers. 675,000 Americans died from influenza, but only 116,000 died in World War One. ワールドワー1はそんなに、インフルエンザのアクセントにわからない。インフルエンザ。Influenza. World War One. And that means that the war killed only about what? About 1/6 of the people who died of the flu. I wonder how the flu statistics compare with the statistics for other major epidemics. You know, like AIDS and tuberculosis. Tuberculosis. Or other flu epidemics. I think there were other flu epidemics later after 1918. Oh, I don't know, but I'll try to find out. That might be good to include in our report. So we can talk about the flu and its effect on society and the economy, and compare it to other epidemics. So what else should we do? I think we should tell stories about its effect on real people. My great grandfather could remember the flu epidemic. He was born in 1910, so he was 80 years old at the time. He remembers that there were a lot of funerals. His baby sister and his best friend died of the flu, and that made an impression on him. Oh, wow, did your great grandfather get the flu? I'm not really sure. He never said if he got sick. Well, I mean, if he did, he survived it and lived to be 91. You could tell the story about your great grandfather. That might be a great way to start our presentation. You could tell the story about your great grandfather. Start our presentation. I don't know. You could tell the story about your great grandfather. And that might be a great way to start out the presentation. Yeah, maybe it might get our audience attention. I think we should also talk about the connection between the flu and World War One. World War One. That was the first global war, and it was the first global epidemic in recorded history. I've done some reading about that. What I found out was it was the army that first noticed large numbers of men getting sick, and it was the army that first started reporting statistics about how many people were affected. You can imagine how first influenza spread among soldiers living in close quarters and traveling to other countries. Wow, okay. We've got some pretty good ideas. I like what you're saying about focusing on the war and the global aspect. Global aspect. I'll do a little more research and see what else I can find. Good, I will too. I'll look for stuff about other epidemics. Why don't we meet again and talk about what we have? Can you meet again on Tuesday? Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine with me.